GrantStation has tools to find grant opportunities, build a strategic grants program, and write powerful proposals so that you can win grant awards to fund your mission. During this tour, we'll focus on that first step, finding the right grant makers to fund your organization's programs and projects. Now, let's talk about how to prepare to do your research. We encourage anyone looking for funding to always do a little preparation before diving into the research. The project description worksheet and search terms will help you be more effective and efficient in your research. Now, first, go to your dashboard, click on Projects, and I've already created a project description worksheet for our animal welfare project. Your project description worksheet doesn't have to be fancy. It'll be used to pull keywords to guide your research. The description is a high level overview of what you're doing with your project. A draft needs statement will also be used to feed your keywords. You'll also want to itemize your budget needs. Include brand names where possible, as this may help you identify product donations. Now, the next step is to identify those incredibly important search terms you'll use to guide your research. When looking at the areas of interest, it's pretty obvious that we'll want to see how topics under environment and animals are categorized. So, in the search term box, I'm going to select environment and animals and see the different categories. Animal welfare is an obvious choice for this project. So let's go back to the project description worksheet and select environment and animals and then animal welfare. But I'm also going to select environment and animals general to broaden my search a bit. You want to think strategically about your project and the impact it'll make. While the animals are the initial beneficiaries of this project, seniors will also benefit. So we'll also search under health and wellness, mental health, and health and wellness, animal assisted therapy service dogs. And we can also search by target population and type of support. So under target populations, we'll select seniors. Then, as our budget demonstrated, we're looking for equipment, product donations, and operating support. Now that you've identified the most relevant search terms, you're ready to dive into doing research using GrantStation's searchable databases. Now, this organization is looking for a relatively small amount of money, $25,000. So we're only going to focus on the U.S. charitable database to find funding opportunities. This includes private grant makers such as foundations, corporate giving programs, religious grant makers, and others who are giving in the coming year and accept unsolicited requests. GrantStation pre screens the funders, organizes them for searchability, and then develops detailed profiles to help you determine which opportunities are the right ones for you. You can select national grant makers, those that give across all states. This will broaden your search. But since this project involves South Central Pennsylvania, including Cumberland, York, and Lancaster counties, let's take a look at the funders specifically supporting Pennsylvania. Next, you can select one of the areas of interest you identified from the search terms noted in your project description worksheet. So in this case, let's go down to environment and animals, then select animal welfare. That'll narrow our results. So it looks like we have about 48 results, which may be too large of a list to review. But let's look at this page and see which funders might fit our geographic scope the best. Now, the Neil Martin Christensen Foundation primarily supports nonprofit organizations in Pennsylvania. Let's take a deeper look into their profile. So we can see that the foundation's areas of interest include education, animal welfare, religion, social services, and health. And they also provide the type of support we're looking for. That's project support, general support, building funds, and equipment. Now, their financial information is promising given the total budget for this program. Now, we can save this funder to our dashboard and more specifically to this project by clicking on Save and then selecting the specific project. This will match the funding source directly to the project and keep you organized as you look for additional sources. So you could review the other options on the list, but you can also try and narrow down the list a bit. Let's combine the animal welfare area of interest with our target population of seniors. Now let's investigate the York County Community Foundation. Looking here under the Embracing Aging Grants program, this program provides grants of up to $6,000 to improve how people experience aging in York County. And the focus is on improving attitudes on aging and reducing barriers to aging well. And right here, under the Memorial Health Fund grant program, we can see that they provide support efforts to improve overall community health and provide resources for the restoration and maintenance of health. And grants range up to $50,000. And right here, under the small field of interest funds, we can see they provide support in the areas of animal welfare. So they seem like a really good fit that we should continue to explore. Their total annual giving is also quite significant. When it's available, GrantStation also offers a link to grants awarded. Let's look closer at this. So we can see that they fund innovative programs around embracing aging and the environment. Again, this looks like a really solid lead to continue exploring. Since we'll be needing equipment and supplies for the animals, let's do another search, finding funders who do project donation. So we'll go ahead and select Pennsylvania in our geography, animal welfare in our area of interest, and product donations under types of support. We have two specific options to look at: the Purita Corporate Giving Program and the Whole Foods Market Community Giving Program. Now, they only support nonprofit organizations in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, and Allentown, Pennsylvania, so they may not be a good fit for this project. However, if we look down here under product donations, the company donates products to pet welfare organizations throughout the country, so they may be a good fit after all. Let's save them to our project. We can also go back out and expand our search by adding national funders. This provides us with a few more options to investigate. Let's say you've heard that PetSmart Charities helps nonprofit organizations that are primarily foster based rescues. You can go ahead and type the grantmaker name into the search criteria section. This will bring up the funder's record, and then you can review to see if it works for your project. Don't forget to also check your budget for additional brand names or stores where you might purchase these items, such as Walmart or Petco, and then do a search by grantmaker name to see if they make product donations. As of now, we've identified a lot of different angles on our project description worksheet. You'll see that GrantStation is easy and fun to use and helps you look at your projects through a variety of lenses to create the most comprehensive list of funders. Hopefully, this has given you ideas on how you can best use the Find resources on GrantStation to help you do your grants research. Don't forget to check out our Build and Write sections for more resources and guidance. With a full strategic approach using GrantStation's tools, you can apply your time where it's most effective and efficient in your search for funding. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us by email or by phone. We're here to help.